Hello everyone and welcome. So today we are playing on my multiplayer server. There's a group of I think 6 of us that play on this server. I've been meaning to record this video this week, but we were having a lot of lag issues which seem to have solved themselves this week. I think it was related to a beta that we were using. Since it's not being used at the moment, it seems to have cleared up. But yeah. So which way do I need to go? I think I need to go straight here. So we are playing on the Vintage Oaks yet again. And yeah, it's quite unfortunate. We had to restart our save game. Our previous save game, we racked up 511 hours before it got corrupted, which it was a bit of a pain in the backside. We were just getting to sort of starting to seep the rewards of all the hard work we had put in, and then it goes and corrupts. So we were all working as one group on the previous save game. On this one, we are all separated. We've each got our individual farms, and because we are a month away from the release of FS25, we didn't want to start from nothing, so we gave ourselves a budget of £3 million each, which sounds like a lot, but when you break that down to buy a farm, the land and the equipment, actually £3 million you can spend extremely quickly. So with my 3 million, if I bring up the land page here, so you can see obviously we're still back on Vintage Oaks, the 4x map. You can see the 4 different farms, and yeah, so this is green is my farm. We got 4 fields. The farm itself, I'm using farm 13, and Charlie is down here on farm 9. Kaylin's over here, farm 6. Got all these little fields around it, which we're currently harvesting field 41 down here. And then Joey is up here. Got quite a spread out group of fields. But yeah, so I probably did it the wrong way round. I probably should have bought the fields first and then tailor the equipment to it. But instead I did it the other way around and I bought the equipment first. I managed to pick up this Fendt 900 series that was on a discount, and also a Fendt 724 here that was also on discount. So I got 2 pretty decent machines for quite a good price. And the majority of my money was spent on this Lexion. We run the Combine Experience mod on the server, so having quite a decent horse-powered combine to power through the crop is quite handy. We were running older combines on the last save game. We had, I think, 2 770s Lexions on 10-foot headers, or 10 meters, headers, and they were harvesting at about 2 to 3k on a decent yielding field, which took forever for us to harvest the land which we owned. But yeah, so each of us have almost, when we're separated off onto our own farms, not everyone is doing the same thing. So that's why we are down here cutting these fields for Kaelin's farm. He doesn't actually own a combine, so but he has a baler, so he did the baling on the land which I own and have harvested, and in exchange I'm doing his combining for him, which isn't taking too long. We're on the last bit down here. We've done 3 out of the 4 wheat fields so far, so this is the last one. But the land which I bought, I had a field of OSR here and a field of wheat, which, as you can expect from fields that have been generated on a new save game, they didn't yield that great. All of the wheat I actually sold pretty much instantly, because it wasn't too bad of a price going on. So I sold all that just to bring a bit of money back into the account. And so I have about 70 tons of OSR sat in the silo, the stores, at the yard. And I also got 2 decent sized fields here of 129 and 124, which are sugar beet. It was on growth stage 4 out of 6 when I bought the field, so I managed to put a layer of fertilizer, solid fertilizer, on the sugar beet, and then on the 5th growth stage I topped it up with liquid fertilizer, which has got it to topped up the fertilizer to as high as optimal as I could get. So I'm hoping to get a decent yield from those fields, but we'll have to see. I don't own a sugar beet harvester, but Joey does, so hopefully I'll get him to come and harvest that and sort of pay him for his time. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing this week. As I said, it's a shame that the last server or the last save game crashed, but we're using it as a learning experience, and going about it a bit differently this time around. This is Kaelin's yard here. Got quite a fair few bales over there in that store. I don't know why, whether the server's restarted, but all these doors have closed, which is quite annoying. There's the grain store in here. So yeah, I do want to apologise for the sort of gap in uploads. I did not intentionally mean for it to be that long, but with the problems that we were having with the lag, I didn't think that it would be an enjoyable video to watch the tractor just lagging all over the place. But it seems to have calmed down now. So yeah, this week we had, the end of last week we had the fact sheets, which I just want to go through now, which is the fact sheet. Yes, so this is the fact sheets from Friday, October 4th. We got the 9RX announced, which looks awesome. It's the new shape. I think it's the 2021 shape. 9RX brings it in line with the other new shape models that they have in the game now. The big old cultivator on the back. what I'm quite happy to see is the EU config. Got the EU warning boards on the front. I hope that Giants have made a conscious effort to implement this on more machinery, not just like focusing on EU, but having a configuration to have selectable. They've done that in FS22 and in the past on select like tractors. If you go in the game and you'll find there's a few tractors that you have selectable between, the EU markers or the US, but not all of them. And it's if you want to use a machine that's locked to one or the other, like the 9RX in 22, that is the US config. It's the same with the case axle flow combine. That is just US spec. And we use both of these machines in the UK and around Europe, and it would be nice to I would even prefer them to remove the the markers and stuff, and so it's not one or the other. It's it's in the middle basically. But no, happy to see this. It looks really cool. The stubble looks a lot more lush, a lot more dense, which is really cool. The background, all the trees, they look very natural. So yeah, we see here the engine models. Big old cultivator, big set of discs, 18.5 meters. Then we have the Manitou teleporter, MT841, which this is bigger than the largest Manitou we have in the game at the minute. Whether this is just like an updated model of the one in the game, or whether this is like the next stage up. Either way, it's really cool. Got the next Oxbow. I swear they've already announced this, but the Oxbow EPD 540E P harvester, which is really cool. So yeah, that's awesome. And the Silo King feed mixer, which is cool. I'm sure this will make the US community quite happy. I know that we've had mods of these in the past, but having one in the game, we just know it would be really good quality. Yeah, that's awesome. And the other information we got this week was they did the preview for the goats. It almost looks like a calf. Oh, no, it's a water buffalo. Okay. I was going to say, this does not look like a goat. So, yeah. Got all the images here. I'm sure you've all seen these. Yeah, goats, they're pretty much the same as cows. They produce milk, and you can make the milk into cheese. Lots of photos here. The baby goats. I mean, it's still interested to see like the improvements to baby animals, and like see the whole system that they've implemented, because they put quite a lot of focus on announcing the baby animals, and it'd be interesting. I'm interested to see if there's like growth stages, like with crops where it jumps between them, or whether they slowly grow up. That'd be quite interesting to see. But they do look a lot better. Like, I have to say, the models, the textures of animals really have greatly been improved. And I'm really excited to see these in game. Once we get our hands on the games, on the new game. Trees look really nice in the background. I've seen a lot of people, commenting on the trees, but all of this mappers and modders will adjust. They've always adjusted stuff like this to look a lot more natural, because like you look at any of the modern day maps, and it's they look nothing like the base game. But this is an awesome photo, and I've seen a lot of people have been talking about it. We can finally see some proper ground deforming going on down here. You can see all the tire prints and how it's all, you know, pressed into the ground. Got all these ruts. You can see where the cleats are. That's really cool. So yeah, you've got goat cheese, goat milk. Very cool. So yeah, that's that. Later on today, for me, is when they'll release the next set of information, which is cool. Looking forward to that. But yeah, so that's sort of an update of what's been happening both on the server and or you know what I've been up to. Been playing multiplayer flat out pretty much this week. And yeah, that's the update on the information we've got for the next game. It's getting exciting now. We're only a month away. I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a fresh start on a new game. I'm excited to get modding. I've started putting a list together, a plan together of mods that I do want to make. A couple of mods I want to rebuild for the new game, get them moved over. And you know, new projects that I want to start. So yeah, exciting times. There's going to be a lot to learn with the new game and modding wise. A lot of changes. So yeah, it's very exciting. This kit does look way too big for these fields down here, but I sort of did cater them to the land that I was farming, so it just means that I'm blasting through these fields. I have also got a contract going currently where I need to harvest field 26 down here, or at least I hope. Don't know if it's cancelled. No, it is active. Yeah, field 26. Just to get a bit of extra money. Game saving. So yeah, I want to quickly go through a couple of the comments from the previous video. You'll also see that today I did a community post. I want to utilize that feature on YouTube, just to sort of get your guys' feedback and, you know, see what you guys think to a few different things. But the post that I put up today was talking and asking about time-lapse videos. Is time-lapsing footage something you guys would want to see? Whether it's just a video, I don't know, if we were doing combining, if I just record all of it and throw it into a time-lapse and upload it, whether that be something you guys be interested in seeing, or whether you are just not interested in time-lapses whatsoever, or whether you'd want to maybe a mix of a bit of commentary like now, and then it goes into time-lapse. Maybe that's something that we could do. But yeah, I just want to be improving the content, making it more interesting. There's a lot of stuff that I'm sort of changing and hopefully upgrading with each video. I think that I've sort of got to grips with the video quality now when I'm recording. I was using CapCut for whatever reason to edit the videos, and I think that absolutely rinsed the quality out of the video. And so yeah, I'm moving away from CapCut and going back to Adobe Premiere Pro. See what that's like. I know that the mic quality or volume in the last video was very low, and that isn't something I picked up on when I was editing. I've already recorded this video once. I've got a new microphone, and while setting it up and recording earlier tonight, I done this whole video, and exactly the same thing happened when the microphone was way too quiet. So I've turned the game volume down by sort of half. So hopefully this time it's a lot better. So yeah, so I just want to go through some of the comments from the previous video. I got a lot of feedback, and that's awesome. So a lot of you guys were going through a lot of the stuff that you're excited for, your opinions on a lot of the information we were given, what you're excited for, what you don't like, which is was an interesting read. But some of the other comments, stuff like what map, this comment keeps on coming up, what map am I playing? The only map I'm playing at the minute is Vintage Oaks. You can download it from Farm Sim Briscoe's itch.io page. Here we go. So you can come here, you can find Farm Sim Briscoe's itch.io page. You can find the map here. This is where you download it from. And it's also got an auto drive course. So if you click here, download this. That's very useful. Just drop it in your save game, and that'll load all of the auto drive courses, which I was using in the first video on the single player. So yes, that's the map we're playing. What's your opinions about GPS in FS25? We haven't seen that much information about it, but I think that's something that we're gonna have to wait until release to see. But it's gonna. I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it copes with headlands, like all of these fields. Like, is it going to be able to generate a headland boundary course where it can actually map the boundary of the field and actually follow the edge, or is it gonna, only work on straight AB lines? It'll be interesting because the footage we saw and were given quite early on, it looked like a very straight, very square field that they were showcasing it on. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Same as the AI workers. I'm interested to see how they work with like doing the headlands and stuff now. It'd be interesting. So yeah, someone said about the voice being very low. I know that was a problem, and I apologize again about that. Will I be starting up a Discord channel again? Maybe. The problem with Discord is once they start to grow in size, it almost becomes like a second job, like sort of moderating them. And it was just taking up too much of my time, so in the end that's why I got rid of them. But maybe in the future. And yeah, someone asked about the lighting. So the lighting that I use is I don't use reshade. I just use relight, which is a mod that uses sort of a custom environment XML. And I also use the additional settings mod, which allows me to load in lighting from different maps. So if I was to use the standard lighting, it looks like this. You can load, so if you've got a map that you want to play but it doesn't have like the lighting you like, if you download the additional settings mod, you can then flick to whichever lighting you like and you want to use. So that's quite handy. So So yeah, I hope that answers some of those questions. A lot of you guys have put some really good comments there about FS25 and what you're looking forward to. And yeah, so give me some feedback on the time lapse if you guys want to see any of that. And my combine's head. Oh no, that fixed it. The actual head of it was not even attached to the header there. So yeah, let me know your feedback. As I've said, I believe I said in the start of the video, I appreciate all of your comments, your views, your likes. It all goes a long way. I wasn't expecting such a vast amount of you to be watching these videos, but I do appreciate it. I just want to continue to make them better and better. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.